It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, two teams start fresh for their first game of the season. Both squads believing this will be a great year. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Indiana Pacers at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. For Indiana, they've put in a whole lot of hard work and preparation in the offseason. We saw them already in the preseason, and now all those adjustments get put to the test for a game that's going to count, and they're hoping to start out 1-0. And of course, Freak playing here tonight. You've probably heard his story by now. Lost a friend of a long time in the offseason. Very tough to deal with, obviously. How hard is it going to be for him to get his focus back, Shaq?
It's going to be tough, Ernie. He lost someone that he knew for a long time, and it's going to weigh on him. This will be one of his most trying seasons of his career.
Man, I feel for Freak, man. It's not going to be easy. But it's an opportunity to grow. You know, a lot of guys, Ernie, you put in this position, you just kind of let the court be your refuge, man. Like, this guy is a strong kid. Strong kid.
So well said, Phil. That does it for us. Kevin Harlan standing by.
This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. We'll see the Indiana Pacers defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. Here, matched up against Cleveland, is how they'll kick off the new season. This team matched up so well during the regular season. Indiana leading. Now here's Freak. To the inside. George. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in. George has got 7 points.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. He did last season. Last season chipped in 11 points per game. 4 assists and 2 rebounds. And his rookie season, an opportunity to learn the NBA game. He's hoping to take a larger role in his sophomore campaign.
Well, he had the whole summer to work on his game now. I believe he will take that next step forward in his development.
And that one's good.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Well, a bit of a tragic note for Freak. He'll be playing this season after the loss of a longtime friend over the summer break.
Yeah, that's hard to hear, and it's certainly going to be difficult for him to work through that. Going to be on his mind all year. Never easy to go on about business as usual when you have that kind of heartache and loss.
And Mahimi with the stuff.
He is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the rim.
Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. The pass to Turner. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
How about a look at the Pacers and where they ranked in the NBA last season? Second in field goal percentage, second in three-point field goal percentage. And they were in the top 10 in assists. A lot of good passers on this team and guys that are willing to make the extra pass as well.
And as you said, there weren't many teams that scored with the efficiency that they did last season. They did a great job of being selective and working for the best possible shot.
Both free throws good from Turner.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
Outside Irving. The feed to Thompson. Up top, Mahinmi. The kick out to Irving. Clock at 6. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Indiana.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jump.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Freak kicks to George. Inside. Here's Turner. And he gets it to go from the high post. Turner's got 8 points.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. Clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
Irving can't get it to go.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
Shumpert against Stuckey. Got a hand on it. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court. Thompson with it. George picks him up. And that one's good by LeBron.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense could do.
Here's Freak. Kicks it to Turner. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Let's send it over to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach David Blatt. Doris?
He said that one of the players are keying in on defensively is Rodney Stuckey, adding he loves to use his size and his strength to play bully ball inside and get himself to the line. We've got to be physical with him without fouling. Guys, that'll take discipline. We'll see if they can strike the right balance on defense.
Thanks, Doris.
It's been a great game for Irving tonight. He's already up to 10 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And, Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for the Pacers. 1:03 left to play in the first quarter. Turner with a screen on Irving. Out to Turner. Indiana moving the ball around. Pick up by Hill. Freak dishes to Hill. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. The free throw drops for Hill. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland. Both good from the line that time. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The dish to James. Takes it from 10. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Stuckey outside. "19 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's Shumpert. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Three-pointer. And so the first quarter is in the books. Pacers lead by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. We say,
you know, Vic was my brother. blood.
Our thoughts and prayers go out to Freak Clark and an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Boozer. Solomon Hill comes in for C.J. Miles. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Monte Ellis. And Freak subbed in for Hill. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mahimi's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. LeBron's checked in for Shumpert. And Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. On the court for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. The forwards are LeBron and Thompson. And it's Mahimi at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Freak, covered by Irving, and Hill throws it down.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounce ability.
Outside Irving, Thompson is double. LeBron with it. J.R. Smith on the wing. There's the pick. Steps back and drains the jump shot. Smith's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Hill, a screen on Irving. Here's Freak. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Here's Mahimi. Makes it off the glass. Mahimi's got his second basket of the night.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Feeds to Hill. Stuckey outside. They set the pick. Pass to Freak. Three-pointer. The Cavaliers pull it in. Smith outside. And two free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
The Cavaliers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Paul George is checked in for Jordan Hill. The Pacers have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooter. George with the screen on Irving. Freak passes to George. Hopfrey's off the pick and hammers it home.
Hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
it's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
You know, in the first, I thought he did a really good job of putting pressure on the defense and creating opportunities at the foul line for himself. Not as much here in the second.
The Cavaliers have shot 6 of 7 at the line, and he makes both free throws.
Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line. And that's a must-do when you're down.
Now, Freak to the inside. And it's George finishing it off.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Here's Mahimi, and Turner with the block. Now here's Freak, covered by Smith. Stuckey into the lane. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. And it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And when he takes it inside, the points are going to come, whether like that possession or just getting to the line.
The Pacers making a change here. Boozer's checked in. Boozer with the screen for Freak. Inside. And there's Carlos Boozer on the assist by Freak. And the Pacers lead by 3.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Rebound by Smith. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Irving. He makes the Johnny from the left block. Irving's got 21. 36 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Turner with a screen on Irving. Freak kicks to Turner. Lets it go from 11. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Turner's got 12 in the game. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Indiana. Right side, Irving. Dishes to Mahinmi. Passes it to LeBron. Out to Smith. Had the space there, but it's offline.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. It's the Pacers. They lead by 3. We're going to step away. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Turner. Paul George comes in for Carlos Boozer. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for C.J. Miles. And Freak subbed in for Hill. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mahinmi's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Indiana's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Freak, he's in at point guard. Paul George is out there with Rodney Stuckey. Then it's Ellis, and it's Hill in at the center position. That's the Pacers 5. And a wide open look here for Ellis. Indiana again missing. The Cavaliers have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. That puts them in the lead. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Greg, no question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Pick up by Hill. Ellis dishes to Hill. Ellis the pass to Hill. Just 5 to shoot. They get a hand on it, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
Hill, he's checked in for Indiana. James kicks to Thompson. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Fantastic dunk, and he decided to hang around up there for a while, Kevin.
Well, maybe, he didn't want to land awkwardly. I don't know.
Oh, guys, come on. He's up there posing. He's posing for the photographers. That's all that's about.
Here's Dellavedova, and it's Paul George with the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Boy, it's been a tough go in terms of fouls for him. I mean, my goodness, he can't stay out of the way of fouls.
Boozer, he's checked in for Paul George. It's Thompson off the drive, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Cavaliers.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
Turner's checked in for Indiana. Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. Up off the screen. Sends it down right in his face.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Hill dishes to Freak. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Stuckey passes to Turner. Now here's Freak, guarded by Mahimi. 4 on the clock. It's stolen by Mahimi. The drive by Shumpert. Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Freak kicks to Turner. Here is the 2K leader with the list of last season's top three-point shooters. Freak, number 1. And, of course, Kyrie Irving.
Well, both of these guys had what I call in-the-gym range, or you could refer to them as snipers, just deadly from behind the three-point line. They line it up and knock him down. Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Turner. He has 15 points and some of his offense coming at the foul line with 5 points there.
Clark, 5 pretty big points indeed.
Thompson sets the pick for Shumpert. He feeds it to Thompson, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Here's Freak, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
A minute 20 left in the third. Stolen. The drive by James. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. And it's a 6-point Cavalier lead.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Off the screen, and Boozer lays it in. Boozer's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Thompson, a screen on Hill. The drive by James. Thompson sets the pick for LeBron. Off the pick.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. We're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
There's Freak, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt. This is just great anticipation. The putback jam.
Oh, he had some big... And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Cavaliers lead by 8. And we'll be back right after this. The fourth quarter. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. And
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded. And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA.
You definitely came to play tonight, but your teammates did not. How disappointed are you in them?
I'm disappointed for sure. I don't ever want to lose, but this is on me as much as it is anybody else. Look, you could always do more. We'll figure it out, though. I have all the faith in the world in these guys.
Are you getting the ball as much as you'd like out there?
That kind of thing doesn't matter to me. As long as we're winning games, I don't care how much I have the ball in my hands. I really don't. The team comes first. You know that.
You went through a lot last year as you got acclimated to being in the NBA. And then you went through a tough time in the offseason with the death of your childhood friend Victor. Can you explain your mindset to us as you try to move forward this season?
Look, last year went by in a flash, so I ain't even thinking about it no more. It's about what I can do now with this team right here. Vic's gone, and sometimes I still can't believe it. But he's in a better place. And that has nothing to do with my play this season. None. So from now on, let's not bring up my past, and let's keep these things in basketball only, all right? I'm ready to take the next step this season, and that's all you need to know. Thank you.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
That's right, it's here, the official start of the new NBA season. I'm Ernie Johnson, excited to be here once again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith for another go-round. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Indiana Pacers. Taking a look at the Pacers, coming off a loss in the first game of the season, they'll no doubt be anxious to put tonight's contest in the win column and avoid an 0-2 start. Fellas, it seems like so much goes into being successful at the professional level. I want to ask a more general question. What was the key to your success as a player and as a champion?
You know what? Most people would say you would start at the top, but I'll start where it began. Wilmot Benjamin, Tom Donahue, coaches who've helped me at my AAU, early stages out, then going to the late, great Jack Curran in high school. Those were the ones. And honestly, there's no bigger than
the starting lineup. At the point, at 6'3", number 11, Jared Baines. Starting at power forward, at 7'3", number 6, Kristaps Porzingis. At the other guard position, standing 6'5", number 4, Aaron Aguano. In the middle, at 7'0", number 50, Robin Lopez. And at forward at 6'8" from Syracuse, number 7, Carmelo Anthony. The head coach of your home team. Ladies and gentlemen, your New York Knicks. Hello and thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting presentation of NBA basketball. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and this New York crowd wants some love from their Knicks. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year. Last year, they were humiliated in their matchup, losing every game in 4 tries.
And this, the first of 3 games these two teams will play against one another this season.
Yeah, you know, these are 2 rival teams that will see each other a fair amount this season. We'll see which team can tip it off with the win.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. George Hill out there with Ellis. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Hill. And it's Boozer in at the 4 spot. Some nice passing by New York here. Lopez, a screen on Ellis. Shot clock at 5. Porzingis can't hit. On defense, the Knicks. Dishes it to George. Shoots the 3. No good. The Knicks go the other way with it. Well, everyone knows that Freak is a product of New York, and whenever he is here playing, his family always makes the effort, Clark, to come out and see him play.
Yep, you can always find his mom and dad, Kevin, somewhere in the stands when he plays in New York, and that's understandable. They've supported his journey from where it started to where he is now and continue to help him along the way.
And he gets the bucket.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Let's pause to take a look at the teams that were tops in field goal percentage last season. Second, the
Well, I thought, Kevin, they had great productivity from their shooters last year. The guys they were counting on to knock down a high percentage of their shots, they did that. And they hope to see those same kinds of numbers this year.
And the Knicks making a change here. Sanders is checked in. Freak passes to Boozer. Kicks it out to Ellis. Indiana again missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Outside Anthony. And he gets it to go.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I was able to talk with Kurt Rambis for a moment. He said a big key for them will be containing Carlos Boozer offensively, adding, he's a player who can spread the floor with his jump shot or take you down the block, and it's tough to match his strength inside. Defensively, they'll look to keep length in front of him and limit his offensive rebounding. Sounds like a good game plan, guys. We'll see how they do it.
Thanks again, Doris. Lopez sets a screen for Sanders. Anthony on the wing. There's the pick. Pacers with the rebound. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Just not a disciplined performance defensively in that game, guys. A lot of silly fouls hurt them throughout.
I think lack of discipline is the right phrase, Greg. I mean, a lot of silly fouls, and they did that even when they were in foul trouble.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. After Paul George getting his 3 to go. It's Anthony with the drive. And Jared Bayless the bucket on the assist by Anthony. Bayless has got his second bucket tonight.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. Kicks it out to Ellis. Clock at 6. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Aflalo left side. Kicks it to Bayless. The pass to Sanders. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Now a chance to see the numbers for Bayless. Last season's performance for him. He was around 7 points a game last year. 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
Smith checked in for New York. Johnson comes in for Anthony. Indiana also making some changes. Turner's checked in for Hill. Solomon Hill comes in for Boozer. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Monte Ellis. Shots good by Turner.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Now Bayless. Floats one, and he sinks the layup. Bayless has got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Now here's Freak. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Turner takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And the Pacers lead by 2. Here is Bayless. And Aflalo kicks to Johnson. The 3. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake.
Indiana's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Freak dishes to Turner. Johnson with the block.
It's still early, but they've started to establish themselves on the glass here.
Yeah, scrappy, Clark, for each and every rebound. They are not backing down.
The Knicks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
For Indiana, they've gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Freak kicks to Turner, and that one's good. Turner's got 6. 1:51 left in the first. Now Bayless. He has 6. On the wing of Aflalo. Releases. And that one comes up a bit short.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And the basket by Hill.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
So Johnson hits 2 of them. The Pacers shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Freak with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. And Turner kicks to Hill. And again, it's Indiana.
and the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Here's a Aflalo. Misses from short range. Indiana leading. George passes to Freak. To the middle. Here's Turner, and the rejection by Smith. The Pacers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Paul George at the line for 2.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
That free throw good from George. And both free throws good for Paul George. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Here is Bayless. He's got 6. Aflalo outside. Pass to Sanders. Ball's knocked loose. 6 to shoot. Nice shot by Smith. 27 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. And the rejection by Sanders. Now Bayless. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Not the guy you want to send to the line, Kevin.
The Knicks have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. And so he hits both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Aflalo. The shot no good. It's a tie game in New York. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And before the game, Carmelo Anthony talked about how he prepares himself mentally to carry this team.
It's easy. It's basketball. It's out there having fun. It's out there working together. You know, the biggest thing is the defensive end. As long as we keep that up, we're going to score enough points to, possibly win basketball games. So I'm definitely not concerned from that aspect of it.
Well, you don't hear too many players, Greg, saying it's easy and they're not too concerned.
Yeah, or talking about possibly winning basketball games. But I have a feeling he's more concerned than he talks about, and when he says it's easy. It may be for him, but it sure didn't look easy for the Knicks last season.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive guys on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
Aflalo is out there with Jared Bayless. Then it's Williams. Then it's Anthony. Look for New York. Lopez comes in for Porzingis, and Larry Sanders subbed in for Derek Williams. Then for the Pacers, Paul George is checked in for Turner. Hill comes in for C.J. Miles, and Freak subbed in for Rodney Stuckey. And the basket by Hill. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
And Sanders kicks to Aflalo. Anthony against Hill. There's the dish to Bayless. No good from outside. Pacers have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Britt. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers played really well. He finished with 8 points and an impact by finding his teammates over and over again. If his play in the first game of the season is any indicator to the kind of year he's going to have, all you can say is look out, league. Guys?
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, you know, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge. That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. Sanders against George. And Sanders kicks to Bayless. Off target from outside. Pacers leading by 3. And here's Freak. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. It's deflected. Now here's Anthony. Feeds it to Bayless. Back to Anthony. Launches a 3. Hill pulls it in.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Now here's Freak. Guarded closely. Passes it to Hill. And it's sent back by Lopez. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. A different look for New York. It's checked in for Lopez. And it's Johnson in for Anthony. 4 on the clock. Deep 2 from Hill. Bayless grabs the board. Bayless has got 4 rebounds in this game. New York moving the ball around. And that one's good.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
And it's Hill with the jam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Here is Bayless. He's got 10. Aflalo outside. Fires the 3. Shot is no good. So Indiana will take it the other way.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Really good point, Greg. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. The shot misses. Good D by Sanders. Knicks trail by 4. Pass to Bayless. Back to Aflalo. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless. Aflalo's got 5 points so far.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
And the foul called on Larry Sanders. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And Indiana making a change here. Stuckey's checked in. Hill sets the screen for Freak. Wants to get it to Hill, and does. And it's blocked. Now Bayless. 10 points for him. Aflalo outside. Johnson at the elbow. 5 on the clock. From the arc. Aflalo with another miss. Indiana's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Freak, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. Freak, number 1.
And getting that spot at the top of the list was such a huge accomplishment. What a year it was for him from behind the arc.
The Pacers making a change here. Turner's checked in. That one is no good. New York trailing. 46 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Johnson kicks to Bayless. Now the dish to Smith. Misses from close range.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Freak dishes to Stuckey. Here's the screen. Hill passes to Freak. Turner trying to free himself up. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Freak's got the lead up to 4 now for Indiana. Here is Bayless. He's got 10. Inside. Kick out to Aflalo. Releases from the wing and drills it. Aflalo's got 7 points.
45.
Freak with it. Gets it off. And that's not going to go. And a pretty tight.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for this. And a new group in for the Knicks. Harry Sanders is checked in for Lopez. Smith comes in for Porzingis. Johnson, he's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Williams in for Jared Bayless. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Hill. C.J. Miles comes in for Carlos Boozer. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Ellis. And Freak subbed in for George Hill. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. On the court for Indiana. Freak, he's in at point guard. Turner is out there with Paul George. Then there's Rodney Stuckey, and it's Miles in at the 3 slot. Freak kicks to Turner. Indiana again missing.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Here's Miles. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Larry Sanders picks one up.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Jared Bayless is checked in for Anthony. Williams against Stuckey. Williams kicks to Smith. Screen by Sanders. 4 on the clock. Kicks it out to Johnson. The 19-foot shot. And that one goes long.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And here's Freak. Now the feed to Miles. Stuckey drives inside. No good there off the double clutch. A tight game here in New York. Oh, and here we go. Bayless got the fast break chance. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for C.J. Miles. Now here's Stuckey. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Johnson against Stuckey. And stolen by Freak. Stuckey outside. He feeds it to Freak. Indiana again missing.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me? Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Takes it from 10, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick-fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Bayless's shot is off. Indiana trailing here. Outside for George. He dishes it to Hill. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. And that's now 7 points for Hill. New York's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. Indiana on D. And Bayless kicks to Johnson. And Turner with the block. Now Freak. Inside. Out to Stuckey. Here's the 3. That's good. Now it's a 3-point Pacer lead.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on. You got to be careful, though. There's a real balancing act. You can't let your ego try to run your offense. You can see he really wanted to answer that made 3 with one of his own. Not the best decision.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Almost, but it rolls out.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
New York moving the ball around. Kicks it out to Johnson. Sinks the triple. Johnson's got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
He could have forced a tough inside shot, but made a terrific kick out to find the open jumper instead.
Freak kicks to Stuckey. Dishes it to Freak. Rebound by Smith. New York's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
So a close game sees Indiana take this one. They break.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George, with a strong double-double, points and rebounds. He was a force that was not going to be denied with his efforts both on offense and defense.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
Well, he certainly pulled his weight in the rebound department. His energy and his positioning were fantastic. Forget about everything else he did. His work on the glass alone had the big impact tonight.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.
Interacting with the 29. Oh. On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we shoot 3 and talk 2K ratings with Anthony. And vote on your top plays of the month, with the winner going home with the most VC that we've ever given. Tune in now. Shooting with a 29. Oh. Episode of TV, we shoot 3s and talk 2K ratings with Anthony Davis. Vote on your top plays of the month, with the winner going home with the most VC that we've ever given. shoot threes and talk 2K ratings with Anthony Davis, and vote on your top 10 home with the most VC that we've ever given. Right now.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. Tonight, we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers playing against the Chicago Bulls at United Center. Looking at the Bulls, this is a team they knocked out in the first round in last year's playoffs, so they'd better be ready. Some extra motivation on this one. And guys, we'll get to see Freak play in this one. He was one of the bigger names in college, jumped to the NBA after 1 year. Shaq, you left early as well. How hard of a decision was it to leave school?
Well, it's never an easy decision. Each person has different reasons why they want to leave. Financial responsibility, just getting tired. In my case, the Hack of Shaq was created. I was getting beat up too much, and I heard my main man, Dick Vitale, say if Shaq leaves, he'll be the #1 pick. So I didn't want to go back, get hurt, and possibly drop.
Yeah, because you could have been #2 if you stayed a year, I'll tell you. But, this guy, Freak, because if you would have played in that era with Freak, I don't know.
Every dime is a flavor. I'm signed to the plate. I'm crossing the moat. It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting. Gibson comes in for Joakim Noah, and Mirotic subbed in for Dunleavy. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Hill. Solomon Hill comes in for Boozer. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Monte Ellis. And Freak subbed in for Hill. On the court right now for Freak. He's in at point guard. Hill is out there with Paul George. Then it's Turner. And it's Stuckey in at the 2. Hill has the open look. No good on the triple. Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against the Utah Jazz.
How about the energy level defensively in that game? I mean, they made finding an open shot a very difficult task for their opponents.
And it wasn't just in the half court. I mean, I thought they were excellent.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
Coming off a terrific season. Last season, he averaged 20 points a game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And no secret, he can score the ball. #1 on the team last year.
And, he likes being the go-to guy. You can see it in his swagger, and, boy, he sure lit it up last season.
And that one's good.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Rose kicks to Gasol. And it's sent back by George. And it's Gibson finishing it off. Here's Freak. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Outside, George for the 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Rose with the ball. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Freak. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Take note of the work they've done on the offensive glass. Guys, they've got a ton of putbacks.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
The Bulls making a switch here. Brooks checked in, and Rose drops them both. Pacers trail by 14. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What'd you find out, DB?
He said that one of the players they're keying in on defensively is Rodney Stuckey, adding he loves to use his size and his strength to play bully ball inside and get himself to the line. We've got to be physical with him without fouling. Guys, that'll take discipline. We'll see if they can strike the right balance on defense.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Here's Mirotic. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Mirotic has got 5 now.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
George with the screen on Rose. Freak passes to George. Gibson with the steal. Brooks with the bucket. Brooks has got his first bucket of the night.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead, Greg.
And again, it's Indiana converting.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against New York.
You know, sometimes you're going to win because of your performance, and on occasions, which was the case for them, it's the play of your opponent that allows you to escape with wins.
Well, you're right. I mean, there were a lot of turnovers in that game, some caused by their good defensive play, but some were just carelessness.
And Turner kicks to Freak. Back to Turner. 6 on the shot clock. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. First trip to the line for him here. That's good from Turner. Tony Snell's checked in for Chicago. All free throws good from Turner. The Bulls leading by 13. Outside Rose. And the pass to Mirotic. And he jams it with authority.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
And George, here we go. And he gets it to go. George has got 15.
Wow, and how huge has he been today? Really just giving his team a nice lift.
Yeah, and he's kept them close enough to be within striking range. I mean, the deficit would be much larger if not for the efficiency of his play.
Here's Rose. Good work defensively by Turner.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Freak dishes to Turner. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. He's got 8.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
Rose attacking. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. And the Bulls lead by 13.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
At some point, guys, it comes down to pride. Start banging on your chest and get after it from your heart. I mean, you've got to at least offer some resistance. You can't just let guys do what they want in there.
Now here's Freak. Brooks covering. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Right side Rose. Unloads from 13. No good off the front iron. Pacers trail by 11. Freak kicks to George. Pass to Freak. 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Brooks against Turner. Brooks kicks to Mirotic. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
So far, so good.
Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Pau Gasol's checked in for Gibson. Dunleavy comes in for Mirotic. Butler, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Aaron Brooks. And so in the game for the Pacers, Freak, he's in at the point. Hill is out there with Carlos Boozer. Then there's Hill. And it's Ellis in at the 2. Freak kicks to Boozer. Gasol with the steal. Outside Rose. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Rose has got his third basket of the night right there. Hill sets the screen for Freak to the inside. Stolen by Rose. Here's Dunleavy. He's covered by Boozer. Butler shoots from 12. Rose, no good. Pacers trail by 13. Freak with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. And here's Freak. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hill. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Pacers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And a season ago, only converting at about a 72% clip from the line.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
Both free throws good from Hill. The Bulls leading by 11. Rose in the post. He's got 8. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%. It's Hill on the wing. He dishes it to Boozer. No good. And it's Chicago the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. And it's Rose missing.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
No coverage that time. And that's now 6 points for Monte Ellis. Chicago's done a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Rose goes in. Can't hit from in close. Pacers trail by 10. Now Freak. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air. Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
The Pacers have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. A floater. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Gasol's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Dunleavy in a strong finish with 2 hands.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Pacers trail by 12. Here's Freak, screened by Boozer. Freak passes to Boozer. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
With this stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in 3-point percentage last year. Second, the Pacers.
Their long-range shooting last year was nothing short of spectacular. I mean, they were absolutely unconscious from the 3-point line.
Rose dishes to Dunleavy. Pass to Gasol. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Noah kicks to Butler. Outside Rose. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by Carlos Boozer.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks made some nice plays. He finished with a handful of points and really orchestrated the offense as well as he piled up the assist totals. This was a big win for him and his team as they snap a losing streak with that win, guys.
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard-charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And a moment here to see the numbers on Derrick Rose. A very nice season for him last year. Averaged about 18 points a game, 6 assists, and just over 2 steals. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, Sid, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You take a look at what Ellis has done so far. He's got 8 points and 3 steals. He's showing us those quick hands today, both when he has the ball and when he doesn't.
Clark, you love the fact that he's a terrific distributor, but also, how about those defensive instincts? That's also been excellent today.
Pacers trail by 10. Hill, a screen on Butler. Freak kicks to Hill. Rejected by Gasol. Butler attacking. Noah, the pass to Butler. It's stolen by Hill. Ellis dishes to Hill. And a wide open look for Freak. Hits the three-point bomb. Freak's got 7. The Bulls leading by 7. Rose kicks to Gasol. Pass to Rose. Tries from 16. Hill gets the rebound. Indiana's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on 3-pointers. Now here's Freak. He's got 7. The dish now to Boozer. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
Yeah, you know, he had a lot of misses for him, and it looked to me as though he just never was comfortable from the foul line.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Turner's checked in for Indiana. Stuckey comes in for Ellis. Gasol a screen. And the wide open shot from Rose. That doesn't go either for Rose. Pacers trail by 5. Boozer with the screen for Freak. Butler with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And there's Derrick Rose on the assist by Butler. 14 points for Derrick Rose.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Some changes for Chicago. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Bulls lead by 2. And join us right back. Been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
George having a fantastic game. He has 15 points, and he's drained 3 3-bombs.
Coleman Hill, he's checked in for Indiana. Freak comes in for George Hill. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Other teams have done lately on the perimeter. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. And it's Rose in at the point guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Freak dishes to George. Hands it from downtown. George has got 22.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Rose. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Pacers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Freak with it. 7 points in the game. To the paint. Off the screen. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 7 rebounds in the game. Rose passes to Gasol. Jacks up a 3. The Bulls keep it alive. Rose goes in, and the shot is good. And now it's a 3-point Bulls lead.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. Hill. And the layup falls.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Rose goes in. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And it's good. And 12 points for Pau Gasol. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And it's Butler missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Ellis with it. Butler covering. And it's Freak missing. Chicago leading. And here's Rose. 22 points for him. Shoots from 12. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed in the paint, really at both ends of the floor.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. Mirotic comes in for Mike Dunleavy. Indiana also making some changes. Turner comes in for Jordan Hill. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Monte Ellis. He used that pick to get in close. 24 points for Paul George.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Shots good by Turner.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Rose. Hill pulls it in. Indiana's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Here's Rose. And the shot is good. Rose has got 24.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Freak kicks to George. Stuckey outside. Dishes to Freak. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when the team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Rose attacking. Here's Gibson. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, Clark, no doubt about it.
Freak sets a screen for Hill. To the wing right side. Here's Freak. Here's Turner. Outside for George. For the lead. And the layup is good. George has got the lead up to 1 now for Indiana.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Now, Freak. He's got 9. They set the screen. And George kicks to Stuckey. He feeds it to Freak. T2 from Hill. Mirotic grabs the miss.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Pulls up on the wing. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. And it's 13 points for Nikola Mirotic. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Turner with a screen on Butler. Freak dishes to Turner. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Yes, you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them. And we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
So for the Bulls, Tony Snell's. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Chick.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Derrick Rose.
He set his teammates up with the tune of 12 assists. He's got such great court vision, and tonight he was seeing the whole court very clearly.
We saw Rose explode tonight. His dual threat ability, being able to score or pass equally well, man, that puts him on another level.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.